This week on 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank, league races are heating up all around the Bay Area, and we have the big game highlights. We'll see Bellarmine take on St. Ignatius, Monte Vista battling De La Salle, and Mountain View faces Cupertino.
We have soccer action with College Park and Northgate. It's dinner time with the season with Pinewood girls basketball and the story of the Oakland basketball star finding success despite the odds. 49ers Cal High Sports Report starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Cal High Sports Report presented by U.S. Bank. I'm Robert Braunstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. We start tonight in the NCS with the first place showdown in the Alameda County Foothill Division between San Leandro and Bishop O'Dowd. The Dragons from O'Dowd come in with a perfect 4-0 league record.
Yeah, two very good teams. The Dragons taking on the second place San Leandro Pirates. O'Dowd won the first meeting between the two teams by just 2 points. Keishad Johnson and the Pirates looking to slay the Dragons at home Friday night. The captain's meeting before the big showdown. If you're standing, you might want to sit down for this one. It's going to take a while. The Pirates take an early lead. Lawrence Long hits Keishad Johnson, and watch the hook stuff. This kid is an amazing athlete. But O'Dowd answers back. William Chevron puts it up, and Monty Bowser slams it down. The alley-oop gives the Dragons a 4-point lead. Seconds left in the first. Chevron recovers the loose ball and hits Taj Phillips in the corner for 3. BOD the lead at half, but not for long. Johnson with the monster slam. Look at that to give the Pirates a 6-point lead in the third. Fourth quarter, San Leandro continuing to fire. Junior Mail gives it to Lawrence Long, who drains the 3. Long feeling good in the fourth. The senior pulls up and hits the jumper, 2 of his 8 points in the quarter. The Pirates maintaining their lead when Kiki Aguirre hits the corner 3. San Leandro leads by 4 with 3 minutes to play. O'Dowd working hard in the paint. Aniko McNeil drives to the hoop for 2. The Dragons hit their free throws late to tie the game at 49 all. Less than 2 minutes to go. Siri Sawyer gets the offensive board and puts it up for 2 and 1 for the 3-point play. BOD fights back. McNeil attacking the paint, draws the foul and makes the bucket. Free throw good. We're tied at 52. Seconds left. BOD with the ball. Mail takes the charge to give San Leandro life with 5.6 to play. Mail takes 2 big steps into the lane, floats it up, and it's good! The Pirates charge the court as San Leandro moves into a first-place tie with a thrilling win over Bishop O'Dowd.
The Pinewood Panthers huddling up before their league game against the Harker Eagles Tuesday night. Pinewood off to a great start. Logan Robles connects with Austin Farhoudy for the 3-ball as the Panthers take the lead. The ball is inbounded to Keaton Bailey, who hits it from behind the arc. 18-13 Pinewood to end the first. Into the second, Gene Wang gets the rebound and puts it away with the backwards layup for Harker. That was very impressive. And the Eagles start to pull away. Eric Zhu with the rebound, and Arjun Virmani sends it way down to Gene in the corner. Harker up by 9. And we're back from the half. Tyler Riches receives the inbound pass and tosses it up 4-2 to cut the deficit for the Panthers, but it's all Harker from here. Jack Connor to Ray Wang, who drains it from 3-point land. The Eagles lead it by 13. Fourth quarter now, Ray steals the ball away, drives down the court and lays it in. The Harker Eagles take home the victory, 69-44. An outstanding game for Ray, 16 points and 4 threes.
Say hello to Aaron Tarasow as the Miramonte Matadors meet Sacred Heart Cathedral in this Martin Luther King Day game. Aaron was on fire early. Aaron here with a corner 3-ball, nothing but net. Here's Tarasow from the top of the key. Aaron with 3 threes and 13 points in the first quarter for Miramonte. The Mats building a big lead as Tarasow gets the steal and a little spinorama to get free in the lane and lay it in. But the Irish battled back in the second. Talo Lee Uparasa splitting the defenders, driving to the lane. Nice dish to Kayla Yusakawa. Still, it's 26-15 Mats. It's in transition. The ball is deflected and ends up going to Rebecca Welsh for a long 3. Money. But the Irish cut the lead to just 7 points at the half. Late second here as Carmel Marquez fires ahead to Demaya Lewis, who had her typical strong game. Third quarter, and Mia Mastrov heats up for the Mats. Mia driving the baseline strong to the basket and 1. Mastrov with 12 second-half points, crossing over and finishing nicely here. Another and 1 as Miramonte goes to 20-2 on the season with a 30-point win this week.
The The captains for the Brandon Bruins and Prospect Panthers meeting at midfield Monday on MLK Day. 27 minutes in, Dane Pendleton sends it into the box. Josue Mejia sets it up for Josh Fram to fire it off the crossbar. The Panthers claw their way onto the board. Check out this play. The Bruins keeper with the free kick from 40 yards out. It's headed towards the net. Sergio Cruz is there to knock it out of harm's way to close the half. 1-0 Panthers. In the second, the score now 2-1 Prospect. Francisco Negrete takes the ball and stays in control, firing it in. The Panthers lead it by 2 goals. And at the 76th minute mark, Negrete in possession again to make a shot on goal. The Bruins keeper deflects it twice, and Mejia is in position to bring it home for the Panthers as Prospect wins it 4-1. The Panthers now in first place in the Blossom Valley Mount Hamilton division. Mejia with 2 goals and an assist.
Each week, we present the Players of the Week in a rap produced by the Hip Hop Department at the Riekes Center.
Here are this week's Players of the Week.
Oh yeah, Riekes Center, Cal High Sports. These are your Players of the Week. Breaking basketball story, did you hear the news? What? There's a rising CCS star, Kieran Cruz. A force in the paint, he's not trying to be a gentleman. Playing with aggression, getting buckets for Bellament. He scored 25 for the college prep bells. Filling up all the boxes like Microsoft Excel. Training for threes and take it down Sarah. There's no team to reign in League Player of the Year is scared. Running the show at point guard, it's David Ahazi. Converting well-contested shots like the paparazzi. Accelerating offense for the Campbell-Lindo Cougars. Driving the lane constantly, you think he's a commuter. With 36 points, he was in full beast mode. Going a perfect 5 for 5 on clutch free throws. Outlasted Clayton Valley for a win in overtime to remain undefeated. Campbell-Lindo's in overdrive. Oh yeah. Riekes Center, Cal High Sports. Oh yeah. Your Players of the Week.
Stanford Healthcare brings us great information on sports-related injuries every week.
Here's the 49ers head team physician, Dr. Tim McAdams, with this week's tip.
If you have ever had a minor poke in the eye playing basketball, or had a soccer or tennis ball hit your eye, then you know it can be very uncomfortable. 2 common injuries are corneal abrasion, which can be seen with a special lamp after fluorescent dye is placed in your eye, and subconjunctival hemorrhage, in which you might see blood in the white part or sclera of your eye. Other eye injuries can be more serious, including blood in the central part of your eye, the iris and pupil, or detachment of the retina or lens. If you experience an eye injury, seek prompt evaluation from your athletic trainer. If you have any visual impairment, unequal pupils, sensitivity to light, or alterations of the iris, urgent referral to an ophthalmologist is critical.
Coming up, the CCS Block Construction Blockbuster game as Bellarmine meets St. Ignatius.
And we'll meet the Oakland basketball star and how he is beating the odds to find success. Our inspirational athlete is next.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
Defender twice my size. Bring it. Down by 2? I got this. I love this game as much as the pros. I may not play for the Warriors, but I have the same doctors. Teaming up to keep the pros and me at the top of our game.
To start 2019, we want you to get more for less. Come check out why people are driving to Gilroy.
Come check out the all-new South County Hyundai of Gilroy. Get the all-new Hyundai Elantra SE for just $13,888. 2019 Hyundai Sonata SE, just $17,888. 2018 Tucson, just $18,888. New 2019 Hyundai Veloster, just $15,777. South County is blessed to add Hyundai to its family of dealerships. Great prices and great service to all. Drive a little, save a lot in Gilroy.
At San Jose State University,
we discover who we want to be. For ourselves,
for our families,
for our communities.
Different and unexpected.
Begin here.
At the heart of a transforming valley, in a city that is tough and beautiful.
We are Spartans.
What powers us changes our world.
We are back at Levi Stadium with the wild and wacky West Catholic League starting the week. 5 teams were within 2 games of first place Reardon. 2 of those teams, St. Ignatius and Bellarmine, meeting this week.
The Bells at 4-3 really need a win to keep their league title hopes alive, but St. Ignatius comes in winning 4 of its last 5 games and looking to ring the bells Tuesday night in our Block Instruction CCS Blockbuster game, and Robert was there.
Blockbuster game. Yeah.
Tonight's game will be a battle with 2 big men, and both of them wear number 21. For the Bellarmine Bells, look for Kieran Cruz, the 6'3 senior, averaging 17 points and 7 rebounds a game. For SI, it's Neil Begovic, a 6'9 senior, averaging 13 points and 8 rebounds a game. The 2 big guys should be a big part of tonight's game. It is the CCS Block Instruction Blockbuster game. And it's Kieran Cruz getting the Bells off to a fast start with this early 3. Fast start was an understatement as the visiting team continues to score. Cruz ahead to Kyle Lewis to the trailing Constantine Cole, and it's a 10-1 Bells lead. Still in the first, Quinn Danker tosses over to Lewis, who fakes the pass, then nails the 3, 13-1 Bellarmine. Still in the first, off the miss, Ian Elam working hard for the rebound. He gets the bucket and 1, 16-1 Bells. Then the final moments of the quarter, Cole Troutson racing up court, just beats the buzzer, and it goes 19-3 Bells after 1. More Bells in the second as Cole hits a cutting Ridley Ruth. The Bells extending their lead to 18 points. The Cats trying to get back in it before the half. Begovic inside to Jackson Kennedy, who spins and fires. But the Bells will not be denied. Junior point guard Quinn Denker looping his way in. Here's Denker now in the third quarter with a floater in the lane. The Cats do cut the lead to 12 in the third quarter. Ren Robinson with a corner 3 right there. But the Bells played great D all night long. And Kieran Cruz hit his shots, leading all scorers with 13 points as the Bells cruise to a 14-point win. Kieran Cruz giving credit to the team defense.
I mean, that starts in practice. That's all 15 guys going hard every day, pushing everyone to reach their top level. Like I said, I mean, it's a big win, and it's all 15. 1 through 15 contributed to this win, so good one for us, and we're moving on to Saturday.
Each week, U.S. Bank brings us stories of inspirational athletes who have overcome adversity in their lives to succeed in school and in sports.
Robert, tonight we meet a young man from Oakland High School who is on the rise despite a shaky beginning.
While 83% of California students graduate from high school, the number is much lower here at Oakland High, where just 72% graduate and just 20% are considered college ready. When DJ Leaks entered Oakland High School as a freshman, it seemed like the odds were stacked against him.
In middle school, before I came to Ohio, I had a 0.67, and then I went to a 1.0, and then I didn't get walk the stage or nothing or get my promotion.
Growing up, school was a constant battle for DJ.
Westlake Junior High, he struggled. We sat down and we talked together, and I said, son, they want to retain you. I don't want them to retain you. You're going to have to prove them wrong. And ever since then, he has proved them wrong.
When I got here, my grades went up to 4.0, all the way from 9th grade to 11th grade.
Now a senior, DJ has averaged a 3.8 GPA throughout his high school career, which is remarkable given the times throughout these 4 years when grades could have been the last thing on DJ's mind.
So I was a sophomore, so it was 2 years ago. I was coming from basketball practice, and I got home, and my dad told me, he got shot in the back.
2 years ago, DJ's brother-in-law got into a fight with one of his neighbors. That night, he was shot and killed.
I mean, it was tough because I actually looked at him as one of my brothers. Even though it was tough, it still motivated me to do good in school, do good in basketball, because I know nobody in my family wanted to see me fall because of that.
Not only did DJ have to cope with the death of his brother-in-law, he lost 2 more brothers not too long after, to prison. His oldest was recently sentenced to 9 years.
Those are my older brothers, and I wanted to look to them as role models, but I really couldn't because they weren't setting a good example. So it was hard for me to set my own example because I didn't have that type of role model in my life. Both of my parents, they didn't graduate high school. My dad has 7th grade education.
DJ believes his struggles in middle school were the result of not having a positive role model in his life. So in turn, DJ decided he was going to be a role model to his teammates and to his little brother, Kenny.
Everything I do, I try to make sure, not exactly he do it too, like just be just like me, but to see like what I'm doing is benefiting me. And if you do it, then you get the same benefits that I get.
He's an excellent big brother. He's an excellent big brother.
Yes.
And I hope for the day that my younger son would follow his lead.
DJ hopes to defy the odds and be the first person in his family to attend college.
Neither of my parents did it, or my brothers or sisters, so to be the first in a family to go to college, I think that'd be big.
My hopes for DJ is he can be happy and free and just live his life and just don't go through the things that we went through.
Just because I come from a family that's not so lucky, just because I'm from Oakland doesn't define who I am. I want people to remember me as like a person who's strong, who keeps striving no matter what, who tries his hardest. That's how I want to be defined as, remembered as.
DJ is so unbelievably kind, self-sufficient, and just inspiring. To see where he is now after all that he's gone through is just wow.
Yeah, it's really tough. And those guys in Oakland, they can become successful. It's just harder.
Yes.
Yeah, all right. So DJ is our Be Human Inspirational Athlete this week. To nominate your favorite inspirational athlete, download the Be Human app in the App Store and use the tag Inspirational Athlete to share what makes your nominee so inspirational. Be Human is humanizing social media. Be Human, inspire, and be inspired.
Time for the South County Chrysler U.S. Bank Coach of the Week Award. This week's Coach of the Week is Jeff Rodriguez from California High School. The Grizzly girls have won 5 games in a row, including a thrilling overtime league win last week.
Jeff Rodriguez, this week's South County Chrysler U.S. Bank Coach of the Week. Coming up, to the East Bay League we go for Power San Ramon Valley and Dublin.
But first, take a look at our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Girls Basketball Power Rankings.
Luxury real estate is far more than a transaction. It's about living the life you deserve. Morgan Manos Shepler with McGuire Real Estate knows a commitment at this level requires a rock-solid relationship with experts who truly understand each local community. Go to Morgan's website to learn more about available homes for sale, read Morgan's client testimonials, and request a complimentary home valuation. With Morgan's proven track record for success, her clients enjoy a complete concierge service experience from start to finish. Because anything is possible when you have the right agent.
When I first came here, my goal was to be a contributing player on my high school's JV football team. The center actually not only helped me achieve my goals, but exceed even what I initially set out to do. I was able to continue playing football professionally through a lot of the things that I learned at the Rega Center. The Rega Center is a place to help you achieve your goals and then, tailor it to whatever the person's goals might be.
High school sports builds character, builds communities, builds legacies, and Block Construction plays a big part in this, building state-of-the-art athletic facilities all around the Bay Area. With an unwavering commitment to teamwork, innovation, and quality workmanship, Block Construction places great value on dedication, performance, and successful outcomes. Block projects inspire excellence and are a place where memories and legacies are built. Block Construction, we care, we prepare, we perform.
We're the Del South Spartans, and you're watching the 49ers Go High Sports Report.
We are back at Levi Stadium where the East Bay League continues to be tight through 6 games. We'll see first place De La Salle in action later on in the show, but the Spartans are being chased by a large group of contenders for the league title.
That's right, Dublin is just 1 game back. Robbie Beasley's Gales have won 4 league games in a row before taking on a tough San Ramon Valley team Thursday night.
The Dublin Gales looking to continue their impressive season against San Ramon Valley Thursday night. First quarter, the Gales get the steal, and the prolific Robbie Beasley finishes the fast break with a lay-in. Beasley with the ball again, but this time he dishes to Nick Costello, who hits the corner 3. Dublin really strong early in the game. And here they are again, the Gales on defense in the second. Skylar Robinson with a huge block, and Anthony Roy scores with a beautiful lefty, and Dublin would lead at the half 45-24. San Ramon Valley trying to come back in the third. Here's Pat Deely finishing strong in the post. Brady Bowman now showing off his quickness, laying it in and one for the Wolves. Fast break now for San Ramon Valley. Daniel Corbett gets an and one himself with a tough layup, avoiding the block. Still, it's a 13-point Dublin lead. The Gales keep on swinging. Roy with a huge steal here, and watch Anthony show off his hops, throwing it down, a big-time dunk for the Gales. A few possessions later, Giovanni Gardere fakes the three, gets into the lane with a nice up and under and one. And Dublin goes on to win it convincingly to improve to 18-3 on the season. Robbie Beasley leading all scorers with 20 points.
Hugs all around for the captains of the College Park Falcons and Northgate Broncos before getting to work. The Broncos on the attack. Megan Forel connects with Julia Hagedorn in the box for the shot, but keeper Isabella Lopez saves it for College Park. Falcons with a free kick. Jessica Vinogradov up to the task, and Katie Wohlers protects the net for Northgate to keep it scoreless at the half. Into the second half, Natalie Kenny passes to Hagedorn for another attempt, but Lopez is just too fantastic at her job. Natalie LaRue handling the ball now, and she shoots it from way far out, and Lopez does what she does best for the Falcons to keep the Broncos at bay. We enter stoppage time. Hagedorn with the corner kick. Carly Ortega heads it off the crossbar. Delaney Cook's header is good. That's the game-winning goal. The Northgate Broncos take this match 1-0 to stay undefeated in league. Cook with the game winner.
The San Jose Earthquakes and Valley Health Plan bring us the boys and girls soccer players of the week every week.
This week's boys soccer player of the week is Josh Shields from Foothill High School. Josh with 2 goals and an assist in the Falcons win last week.
Our girls soccer player of the week is Leland's outstanding Rebecca Womer with a goal in the Chargers win last week. One Hit Away brings us great advice on concussion prevention every week.
Here's Dr. Ron Desmarais with this week's tip.
If you suspect your teammate has suffered a concussion, do not let your teammate convince you that he or she is fine and they will tough it out. Nobody wins, it's too dangerous to ignore. Recognize the signs of your teammate's concussion. Physical signs, dizziness, stumbling, nausea, blurred vision, difficulty communicating, sensitivity to light and sound. Emotional aspects, irritability, sadness, confusion. Cognitive aspects, attention, focusing, and memory are difficult. Maintenance, disruptive sleep, lack of appetite, and loss of energy. Inform your coach and trainer of your concern. You may actually be saving your friend's life. One Hit Away understands your brain can change your game.
Coming up, our South County Chrysler Game of the Week as Half Moon Bay takes on Jefferson.
And to the soccer pitch with Harker and Sacred Heart Prep when 49ers Cal High Sports Report, presented by U.S. Bank, continues.
Steve Greenwood's water pump repair business and Tri-Counties Bank have a history together. So when the chance to start a company that manufactures the parts he uses came down the pipe, he knew who to turn to. Branch manager Daryl Polkentine created a business line of credit, allowing flexible funding to start the company and fund initial manufacturing operations, maintaining a strong cash flow for his flowing enterprise. That service to be pumped about. For personalized problem solving, switch to Tri-Counties Bank. Service with solutions.
Happy welcome to Levi Stadium. Just a spectacular day. Bright sunshine, not a cloud in the sky.
Serino Group is committed to giving you the very best service when buying or selling a home, but we're also committed to giving back to the communities we serve. We are encouraged to see the good and uphold it. Serino Group has pledged to give 1% of our gross commissions to charitable and community groups making a positive difference. Serino Group has donated more than $2 million to these groups since the inception of the 1% for Good program in 2012. Go to our website to see the list of recipients. Serino Group, our community is your community.
Hi, Ed Graziani, a founding member of the Serino Group. I'm proud to support high school sports on the 49er Cal High Sports Report.
Hi, I'm Kathleen Pazine in Palo Alto, and I'm proud to support high school athletes on the 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Block Construction, together building greatness. By Cupertino Electric, the company delivering power and possibilities and celebrating student athletes making a positive impact. by the Rikes Center, where goals and dreams become a reality, and by Stanford Healthcare.
We're back at the NBC Sports Studio with a big game in the Peninsula League North Division. The Half Moon Bay Cougars are tied with Jefferson for first place coming into this game.
And both teams with just one league loss with the league lead on the line. It's our South County Chrysler Game of the Week. Aubrey was there.
The Jefferson Grizzlies looking to take home those snazzy t-shirts for winning Game of the Week, but Half Moon Bay wants them too. Sori Syme finds Makola Ediger, and Ediger lands a shot from downtown to put the Cougars on top. The Grizzlies on the fast break. Marquez Castellano passes it ahead to Tariq Bird, who finishes Grizzlies trail by 1 after 1. In the second, Jefferson's Luis Villarreal driving to the hoop and floating it home. Then it's J.J. Cruz weaving through traffic and feeding Brooks Daniels, who flicks it in. Grizzlies with the 13-10 lead. Both teams looking for the last score before the half. Mario Campbell swipes it away, then Sean Ediger with the over-the-head pass to Campbell. What an assist, but Jefferson with the 17-14 lead at the half, and the Cougs start off the second half strong. Syme busts through defenders for a running one-hander. Then Sean Ediger, the master passer, sees Ben McKnight for 3, and the Cougars take the 2-point lead in the third. But 2 minutes later, Bird's pass leads J.J. Cruz to the hoop, and J.J. gets the basket and 1 to tie this game up. Grizzlies would lead at 29-25 heading into the fourth. Cruz driving, pulling defenders his way before finding Brooks under the hoop, wide open. Then Castellano with the steal. He goes back and forth with Ezekiel Marfield, and Castellano puts it away. The Grizzlies take possession of first place with the 46-42 victory. The Grizzlies were pretty excited post-game. And here they are, the Jefferson Grizzlies. We're going to talk to the 3 captains. Up first, second half, you had a great game. This is our captain, Marquez Castellano. Marquez, what was required of you guys to win this game?
We just had to get defensive stops, keep going, keep pushing. Coach gave us a game plan, and we went with it. We went with it throughout the whole game, and then look at it now. We win.
Winners, right? Okay, up next is J.J. Cruz. J.J., what are these teams' strengths? What has carried you guys throughout the season?
Man, what has carried us is we're fast. We're the fastest team probably in the Bay Area. You feel me? What's up, Mom? I love you.
Okay, and last but not least, Luis Villarreal. Okay, what is this team's goals? What do you guys hope to accomplish?
Well, first of all, our goal is to win league, obviously, get first place, go to PAL championship, and see how far we get in CCS. Hopefully we win it all.
What's it going to take to bring that home?
First of all, we're going to have to play defense, get stops, like Coach says. Defense is our #1 key, and then just get buckets. That's all we do. You know?
What happened here?
Got a straight elbow to the mouth, but we still in it, you know? Stay strong, yeah?
These are the Jefferson Grizzlies. Guys, take us out.
1, 2, 3.
The Sacred Heart Prep Gators taking the field for their CCS matchup against the Harker Eagles. The Gators come out red hot. Liam Johnson rocketing it in from close range early in the match to put the Gators up 1-0. Here comes Aiden Bassett showing off his finesse, tapping it in to extend the Gator lead to 2-0 Sacred Heart Prep. Harker's Edwin Sue sends the corner kick, and a Sacred Heart Prep defender deflects it in to put the Eagles on the board 2-1 just before the half. Harker's Ishan Mantra Pragata sends an absolutely beautiful free kick, curving it in to tie the game at 2-2 halfway through the second half. The Gators looking to retaliate. Tommy Hogan sends an absolute strike to take the lead. The Gators looking to seal the win. The ball is deflected by the keeper, but right there is Chase Delinko for the 4th goal in the game as Sacred Heart Prep goes to 11-0-1 on the season. Lexus of Stevens Creek presents the Volunteer Award, part of the Lexus of Stevens Creek commitment to promoting volunteerism.
This week's Lexus of Stevens Creek Volunteer Award goes to Sydney Arriaga from Mountain View Girls Soccer. Sydney has done so many great volunteer projects, including donating wheelchairs to the physically disabled in Cambodia, helping out an orphanage in Mexico, and tutoring students at her own high school who are on track to becoming first-generation college students. Sydney talks about why it's so great to volunteer.
I think you learn a lot from getting exposure from seeing all different kinds of communities, and getting to give back is so nice to you and everyone else benefits, so it's just a positive thing. So I just like doing things with people and combining all communities and getting to know everyone, and it's fun for me.
Coming up, the first place game in the De Anza division as Cupertino battles Mountain View.
And we go to dinner with the girls as we continue our series this season with Pinewood Girls Basketball.
Back at Levi Stadium with first place on the line in the De Anza division with Mountain View leading the league with a 6-0 record. Sam Tobin having a great season, averaging 20 points a game.
The Spartans taking on the second place Cupertino Pioneers. Tino led by junior Jack Townsend and his 13 points a game. The De Anza division showdown played at Cupertino Friday night.
The Mountain View Spartans looking to extend their winning streak to 13 games against the Cupertino Pioneers. MV gets on the board first. Jack Resnick attacking the basket and laying it in for two. Cupertino fires back late in the quarter. John Dwan passes to Richard Yang, who hits for three. Cupertino holds a 1-point lead after one, but the Spartans take off from there. Sam Tobin gets the inbound pass, and Sam shoots and scores from the corner. Then it's Resnick on the fast break, finding Jalen Daniel Dalton in the paint, and Jalen lays it up and in. Mountain View keeping the momentum going all quarter long. JD Coyne kicks it to Jan Biyun, who lines it up for three as the Spartans pull ahead 22-21 at halftime. MV continues the offensive attack in the third. Zach Morin dishes to Tobin, who drills it from deep three. Then Daniel Dalton hands it to Tobin, who makes it splash from downtown. 45-24 Spartans after three. Daniel Dalton gets the steal and throws down a ferocious windmill slam. The Spartans cruise to a 56-34 victory to go to 7-0 in the De Anza League.
Our good friend Marquise Nelson and her James Lick Comets taking on the Oak Grove Eagles Wednesday night. The Comets get to work in the first. Lisbeth Galdamez hits Leovia Spivey inside for the 13-10 Comets lead. Oak Grove counters. It's Tiffany Wen to Alexa Knight, who rattles it home for the three-shot. Oak Grove steals the lead in the second quarter. Stephanie Madrigal working hard for the offensive board, and Knight finishes with the long ball. Eagles with a 10-point lead at the half. But James Lick comes out firing in the third. Nelson keeps the ball in bounds. Dulce Jacobo picks it up and makes it splash from downtown. Next play, Comets ball. Jacobo gives it to Nelson, and Marquise banks it in to give the Comets the lead. We go to the early fourth quarter action. Oak Grove tying the game up at 43-all as Madrigal hits the baseline jumper. But Jacobo comes up clutch for the Comets. The junior forward has that three-point shot down. James Lick pulls away late in the fourth. It's Sierra Salas to Jacobo to Nelson in the paint for two. Nelson and Jacobo combining for 45 points as the Comets defeat the Eagles 55-47. James Lick now tied for second place in league, 2 games behind first place Piedmont Hills.
Tonight we continue our series this season with Pinewood Girls Basketball.
Aubrey, part of what brings this team together is what the players do off the court. That includes a regular dinner before many of the games at a parent's home. The season with Pinewood Girls Basketball is brought to you by Morgan Manos Shepler, your trusted Peninsula real estate agent, and by Chef Chu's, a Peninsula favorite for tempting innovative Chinese cuisine since 1970. It's game day and the Pinewood girls gather at the home of teammate Annika Decker. There are 4 hours between school and games, so the team meets here several times during the season to relax, watch a movie, and eat.
We are the closest to the school, and I like to just have them around because I think especially before the game, they need to eat something. And they have, like today, they have a long break before they go back for the game. And for them to just kind of not thinking about the game. Like today, they're not thinking about the game, they're watching TV right now. And eating good food, hang out, and then just having a good time.
While the girls settle in to watch Daddy Daycare, Annika's mom, Nolan, prepares the meal. She starts by getting the girls a snack of sliced apples. Then it's on to dinner.
We're gonna make some rice. And the way I do it, very Asian, 9 cups of rice. Okay, so just do 2 pots. The top of the rice to your first knuckle. Okay, that sounds very weird. Or water. So no matter how much rice you put, the water should be about this much.
While Nolan is cooking, the girls relax. 4 of the girls started the day with leadership class at 6:30 in the morning. For them, fighting sleep is a losing battle.
We just soak it in the ice water to stop it from overcook. Okay.
This time away from school and off the court is an opportunity for these teammates to relax and just enjoy each other's company.
See, they're having a good time. They're not talking about basketball. Okay, hold on, Sam. 4, 3.
It's sort of like a routine and like a tradition to come to Annika's house now. Like starting from last year, it really brought something special to our team because we didn't really have that kind of bonding before. So whenever we're going to Annika's house, like we're always cheering and like we're always excited to come over.
So I don't put cornstarch in the sauce because I like it this way, not too sticky when I glue it on a pan. Best is just massage the chicken. The salt is salty enough and you get a little garlic in there.
The goal is to eat 2.5 hours before game time, just right to get some energy but not feel full while trying to play the game.
I'm browning the chicken on each side. I don't want it to turn it too soon. Then I got my oven ready, 375. So when I brown on both sides, and we'll stick it in the oven for 10-15 minutes. Make sure it's cooked.
As the cooking continues, we lose more players to sleep. The aroma of the wonderful meal and the loud laughing not nearly enough to keep these tired teams awake.
This is the dessert. You want to know what you're having for dessert? Yeah, dessert. So we're having butter. Yeah!
Dinner is served to the hungry team with chicken and rice, salad and green beans. An appreciative group of girls enjoying their pre-game meal.
It means a lot for her to take the time to make food for us. We just have time to relax and just watch a movie and bond and that kind of stuff. And it's really nice to have like a pre-game meal before a game to get energized.
They were going to test your ability defensively in their man-to-man offense. I know when we play this type of team, they always bring out the best in us because A, they're going to be jacked to play you guys like everybody is, and B, they're scrappy as all get up. They have all this fight.
This game against Eastside Prep is over early. Clara Astrom comes out on fire, powering her way to the goal for the first points of the game. Moments later, Astrom nails a top-of-the-key three, part of what will be a 23-point game for Clara.
Nice strike, Clara! Outlet! Rim runner, rim runner.
The Panthers are playing perfectly offensively, pleasing their coach.
That's sweet. That's nice. That's nice. Helping, Hannah, helping.
The defense is also strong, Pinewood pressuring the ball, jumping out at the shooters, shutting down their opponent. Astrom continues to hit as Pinewood moves out to an early 13-point lead. Courtney Thompson has a solid game for Pinewood, running the court and scoring off the Hannah jump pass. When Caitlin Leung hits a corner three, the Panthers have an 18-point first quarter lead. The defense continues to come up big. Annika Decker with the steal and lay-in as Decker continues to gain confidence as the starting point guard every game. Astrom hits 3 first-half threes and 5 in the game. The Panthers hit 12 threes overall. Thompson finishes with 12, another of the Pinewood youngsters gaining confidence as the team edges towards the playoffs.
I'm definitely more confident because my coaches are always there. They're always telling me that they believe in me, and that always helps. And having my players, or having my teammates out there to always support me is always helpful.
So Clara Astrom with a big game for Pinewood this week, and that's who we will feature on our segment next week.
Nice.
All right. Remember, you can buy the entire game from the games we showed tonight on either DVD or we'll send it to you digitally. Go to 49erscalhighsports.com to order.
And be sure to follow us on social media at 49ers Cal High on Twitter and on Instagram. If you like us on your TV, give us a like on Facebook and subscribe to our YouTube page. That's where you can find and share all of the highlights and features you see on the show every week.
Coming up, our NCS Block Construction blockbuster game as Monte Vista meets first place De La Salle.
And an Oakland League showdown with Oakland and Oakland Tech. You're watching 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
The difference between possible and impossible? It's a person who believes they can, surrounded and supported by others, by us, who believe it too. U.S. Bank, the power of possible.
The Rikus Center is well known as an elite athletic training facility, but you might not be aware of all the ways the center touches the lives of our community. In addition to athletic fitness, nature awareness, and creative arts, the Rikus Center offers a diverse community service program allowing students to gain leadership and life skills, learning the responsibilities of a real work environment, from working with young children to helping veterans with archery. The community service program will teach students the demands of a professional environment while fulfilling their high school's community service requirements.
Thank you for making us the largest volume dealership in all of California for December 2018. We really appreciate our customers. So to start 2019, we want to get you more for less during our Start Something New sales event. New 2019 Jeep Cherokee Automatic, just $16,888. Get $10,000 off on the new 2018 Grand Cherokee Limited. Get $13,000 off on the Ram 2500 Diesel Crew Cab. South County of Gilroy is the best place to be in 2019.
The De La Salle Spartans started this week all alone in first place in the East Bay League with a perfect 6-0 record.
But there were lots of teams on the Spartans' tail, including Monte Vista. The Monte Vista Mustangs just one game back and looking to move into first place if they can beat the Spartans in our NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game, and our Austin Manili was there.
Blockbuster game, yeah.
We are less than a month away from postseason action, and the league races are heating up. De La Salle comes in with a 17-2 record while being 6-0 in league play, led by the trio of Cade Arbogast, Tim Kostolansky, and Thomas Gregorios. While Monte Vista comes in sitting one game back of first place, the Spartans will go toe-to-toe with senior Chris Bortz, a towering 6'7" center who knows how to lock down the paint. The battle for first place is on the line in this week's NCS Block Construction Blockbuster game. De La Salle will get on the board first with Thomas Gregorios intercepting the pass, pushes this up court, and goes up nicely for the lay-in. But Monte Vista's own Anthony Santamaria comes right back with this sky hook high off the glass, shades of Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Then Santamaria continues his hot stroke as Chris Bortz kicks it out to him for three. MV now pulls ahead 8-4. Matt Musselman would then drain this three to start the second. Fun fact, he's the son of the Nevada Wolfpack head coach Eric Musselman. Shout out to him. And let's keep the rain coming. Nate Ruchena kicks this out to Jack Stollard in the corner for three. That's good. Mustangs lead 27-15. Mustangs still kept the pressure going. Nate Ruchena makes a drive to the bucket, and Monte Vista heads into the locker room leading 37-29. And right into the start of the second half on the inbounds play, Gregorios intercepts the pass and goes into the paint with the spin around lay-in. And we got to get a dunk in here. Tim Kostolansky, show me what you got. De La Salle is making a comeback. With less than 3 minutes left in the third, Thomas Gregorios follows his screen, drives to the lane, pump fakes his way, and draws a foul. The sixth man sure loved that. De La Salle trails by 3. Spartans would then swing this over to my boy Cade Arbogast with a splash for 3. It's good. De La Salle takes the lead 50-48. That momentum continued in the fourth. Tommy G with the opposite hand layup for 2. And with a come-from-behind victory, De La Salle remains undefeated in league play. Gregorios explains his thoughts from tonight's game.
I think we came out slow, but for our group, we regrouped at halftime, and it showed a lot about how much fight we have and how much effort we give, and we were able to come out with a win.
In Concord for the Blockbuster game, I'm Austin Manili, 49ers Cal High Sports Report.
Up next, it's Oakland hosting Oakland Tech for the league lead. OT controls it early on with a pass from Jordan Smith inside to Rakaya Reed. 11-7 Bulldogs. Wildcats chopping away at the deficit. Kira McCoy with the 3-ball. It's tied at 16 after 1 in the second. Morgan Dunbar dribbling to her left and landing the shot from far. And here is Kaya Pearson from that same spot. 22-20 Wildcats. But the Bulldogs retaliate on the next possession with a 3-ball of their own. That's Smith from distance, and the Bulldogs' lead is just 1. These teams making it rain from deep. There's Jada Washington with the corner 3. Oakland takes the 37-34 lead into halftime. Third quarter now, a cruel denial from Mayanna Alexander. With less than a minute left in the quarter, Tiffany Sue lands the floater from inside the arc. Bulldogs trail by 3 heading into the final 8 minutes. Sue passes to Nala Jackson to cut the Wildcat lead to 1, but the Oakland offense would just explode in the fourth. Anaya swishes that 3 shot, and Pearson capping off her 17-point night with a 3 of her own. Oakland putting up 20 points in the fourth quarter to remain undefeated in league play.
Each week, the Harker School celebrates its pursuit of academic excellence with the Scholar Athlete Award. This week, we honor Megna Nair from the Mission San Jose girls basketball team. Megna sports a sparkling 3.8 GPA.
Brought to you by the Harker School. This week, Harker congratulates its wrestling team on a great weekend in their respective weight classes. Arjun Kalaru, grade 12, placed 5th. Bobby Wang, grade 9, took 5th. Kobe Howard, grade 12, placed 4th. And Eric Fang, grade 11, took 1st place. At Harker, preschool through 12th grade students discover their passions. Learn more at harker.org.
Each week, Adobe brings us a tip on how to use great Adobe products to improve your highlight reel or team video.
Here's this week's Adobe tip. Another effect you can see in music videos is an Academy leader and film grain showing up in a scene. You can download these clips online, making sure they are royalty-free. Place it on your timeline above the scene where you want it to blend. Then go to blending mode and choose the one you like best. I like screen for this. Super easy way to add some old-time feel to your clip. Coming up to the Santa Teresa division, we go for Silver Creek and Sobrato.
But first, here's our Cupertino Electric Top 10 Power Rankings for boys basketball.
'49ers Cal High Sports Report is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Tri-Counties Bank, service with solutions. 12 locations now open in the Bay Area. By South County Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, Fiat. Drive a little, save a lot. By DGDG.com, where we want you to be a happy car buyer. And by the Serino Group, here for good.
Hi, I'm Lucy Wiedemeyer.
And I'm Keith Andry.
And we are both brokers with Serino Group. Many of you will remember legendary football coach Charlie Wiedemeyer, my husband, who was a champion of high school sports. And together, Keith and I support high school sports in our Bay Area.
2 teams chasing independence in the Santa Teresa division this week as Sobrato battles Silver Creek.
Yeah, the teams needing a win to keep their title hopes alive.
The Silver Creek Raiders and Sobrato Bulldogs meeting at half court as they prepare to go head on in this league matchup. The Bulldogs come out ready to downright ball. Ignacio Bettinelli takes the open layup early in the first quarter. Shortly after, here's senior Kevin Nguyen beyond the arc, drops in a wide open 3 to put the Bulldogs up 9-8. Now Drew Hook says he's got some range, and he rainbows an outright beautiful 3 just seconds left in the first quarter. And with just a minute left before the half, Silver Creek's James Wright hits the open jumper for 3 to extend the Raiders' lead by 9 points. Now halfway through the third, Wright dishes it off to Bryant. Pham hits a mid-range jumper to bring the Raiders to a 10-point lead. Bulldogs off on the fast break. Hooks goes up and under for a gorgeous layup to leave Sobrato trailing by 11 late in the third. Now watch the aggressive defense by Wright as he steals the ball and draws the and one to extend the Raider lead 40-29. Silver Creek ready to close this thing out. Junior Kale Matsumoto nails the 3. The Bulldogs win it 51-37 and continue their success in league, standing at 6-2 following this win.
The Presentation girls basketball team is doing very well, competing in the very tough West Catholic League.
The Panthers meeting with Shanberries from 99.7 now at the Rikes Center earlier this week.
We're at the Rikes Center in Menlo Park, the premier training facility on the peninsula where goals are achieved. Hey, it's Shan from 99.7 now, here with the ladies of the Presentation girls basketball team. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, ladies. Man, like, you guys are in a really tough league right now. How are you guys overcoming these obstacles?
Well, we're in the gym every day. We're working hard, and we're always putting in the work. We have a bunch of different personalities on the team, but we mesh well, super well, and you can see it on the court when we play together.
Cool. And then let's talk about some conditioning and drills that you guys do in the gym or on the court to get you guys ready for these games.
We do run a lot. That's a thing that happens. But we're in the gym 6 days a week, and all the time together really shows in our playing and how we work with each other.
All right, Kelly, let's end with traditions. Tell us some of those Presentation Girls basketball traditions you guys have.
Well, one of our favorites that we started last year was a thing we call Basketbellas, which is our school has a rally for winter sports, so we like to perform a dance and an a cappella. And another one of our favorites is our tournament in Concord called West Coast Jamboree, because we get to stay together for 2 nights in a hotel, and it's like really fun team bonding. We do a lot together.
Well, I won't ask you to do an a cappella piece right now, so don't worry about that. I'm Shan from 99.7 Now. You can catch me every morning on the Fernando and Greg Show 6 to 10 and then 10 to 2. Give it up for the ladies of the Presentation Girls basketball team.
Together on 3, 1, 2, 3, together! DGDG.com presents the Be Happy Play each week. This was a play in a game this week that made everybody happy. This week's Be Happy Play goes to
the Northgate Broncos, tied in stoppage times. Delaney Cook's header is good for the game-winning goal, and watch the Broncos celebrate the 1-0 win for our Be Happy Play. Go to DGDG.com to find out how you can be a happy car buyer.
Coming up, it's the Service by Medallion Play of the Week. Some great plays this week. We'll see who gets it next.
But first, here's this week's training tip by our good friends at the Rikes Center.
I'm Andrew Havili. Today's training tip is a single arm dumbbell snatch, great for explosiveness and shoulder stability, core stability. Cole and Tyler are going to do a dumbbell snatch, jump, use their jump, and then stabilize with their shoulder. So use your jump. Your arm just guides. If you want to progress this exercise, make it more athletic, we can go to a split snatch. Further, we can go split into a regular neutral position, and then we can go a split into a split.
The winner of the Service by Medallion Play of the Week gets a hat, a very cool pair of headphones, and an invitation to our 49ers Prep End of the Season Awards Banquet right here at Levi's Stadium, Monday, May 20th.
We'll show you some very good contenders and then award this week's Play of the Week.
We have the game-winning shot for C. Leandro Jr. Male with the scoop to win it for the Pirates. And we have another game winner here, Delaney Cook, heading it in for the game-winning goal for the Northgate Broncos. Then we have the human highlight reel, Keshad Johnson with the Jordan-like rip. Keshad has already come into the banquet. No, the guy coming to the banquet is a guy by the name of Jalen Daniel Dalton. Jalen with the steal, and watch the windmill slam. A contender for Dunk of the Year for sure. Jalen Daniel Dalton from Mountain View with the Play of the Week.
That's the Play of the Week, and that's our 49ers Cal High Sports Report for this week. Thanks for watching. I'm Robert Brownstein.
And I'm Aubrey Tolliver. Join us next week for the story of the basketball star from South Sudan and his journey to playing here in the States. We'll see you next week.